Hey, what's up everyone? This is gonna be game 3 of this best of 5 ZOTAC 272 Grand Finals or Finals. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure there should be like a Grand Finals for like the previous winners of ZOTAC, just to make off like a big prize win or something like that. Oh, I don't know. I'm just rambling on about suggestions, but oh well. Warcraft community is not exactly as alive as they used to be, but nonetheless they are still alive. Okay, in this game on the top right we have I.AM.Zhouxixi as the blue Night Elf player. Still don't know what hero he's gonna pick, most likely a Demon Hunter, or maybe if it's Shishi it's maybe a Warden again. CZE.Cechi is going to be spawning as the purple undead player in the bottom left, so yeah, this map is on Last Refuge. We're gonna have Tom relics being placed down, and I'm rather curious to see which hero will be chosen for CZE.Cechi as well. Maybe it's gonna be a Death Knight Warden versus a Death Knight, and yeah, maybe we might have a repeat of what happened in game 1 and 2. Basically, CZE.Cechi in both games tried to go mass schools with that Death Knight with Unholy Aura. Game 2 was a little bit different. He started off with Death Coil. Those ghouls were just there, not for surrounds, just for quick creeping. And yeah, that went on until the Lich and of course Crypt Fiends and Destroyers came into the game. CZE.Cechi played very strong with actually he played a little bit passive with his Warden. I would have expected a little more harassment against the enemy heroes instead of the units, but that's kinda hypocritical because I keep on saying go after the units, forget about the heroes. But yeah, the Warden wasn't god awful strong. I mean, she wasn't godlike strong, she was just normal, but of course normal doesn't normally win. It's usually the unusual and unorthodox, but oh well. CZE.Cechi went double Ancient of Lores, Dryads and Bears. Usually bears are not great against Destroyers, but I think CZE.Cechi needed a little bit more Dryads to counter those guys. Of course, I could say a little bit more Bears to counter those Crypt Fiends, but I think another unit could have actually been better. Maybe the Warden should have focus fired on those Crypt Fiends. Or maybe the second hero of choice could have actually been nice as well. The Warden, even though there was no second hero, got up to level 7, and the Avatar Vengeance did great. I would say the Avatar substituted for that second hero, but I think it was just that mistake with CZE.Cechi losing his Warden that forced him to give up the game, basically. I mean, in its own, it takes a long time to level up a hero. Level 7 hero? That is a lot of resources and a lot of time, unless you're going to go for a tavern, which is tons more resources, but as well as the amount of health and mana that is missing. We do have a ton of damage on this Death Knight. He does have Unholy Aura though, so he will be able to escape the Warden's grasp right there. Warden almost at level 2. I don't know. I'm not sure if the Warden got Fan of Knives at level at game 2 or Blink. I actually don't remember seeing either of those two. Fan of Knives would be actually a good ability to use against ghouls and of course the upcoming Crypt Fiends. I believe CZE.Cechi went ahead and denied that item. I couldn't see which item that was. Not sure if that was a misclick or something, but the skeleton got that Shadow Strike and will unsummon itself, so no experience for the Warden, but we might have kind of a surround here. Oh, I don't know. Ghoul might actually be able to live through this, and yes he will. Ghoul will live with about 14 health, but is the Warden actually going to do something about it? Oh, actually I think the Ghoul would have actually survived. I mean, gotten killed. I think there was an extra tick of that Shadow Strike left. Oh well. Let's see, tier 2. The Lich is going to be a little bit more early. than whatever CZE is going to plan up for. CZE is still pumping out those ghouls. I mean, trying to get the optimum amount of ghouls to actually harvest lumber before going into crypt fiends, so that's actually a smart idea. This Ancient of War is still going to take tons of damage though. No wisps is going to support this Ancient, but I think these mercenaries are just going to alleviate that amount of damage. Oh, Tree of Ages just took down that skeleton. Ancient of War is going to be placed down. And yep. Warden is about to go to level 3. Illyria's Flute of Accuracy has been picked up, so that is probably the most ideal item for someone that's playing like CZE right now. Archers, Dryads, Berserkers, and Shadow Priest. I mean, that's tons of piercing damage. I mean, tons of range damage. We have Death Knight taking a bit of damage himself as well. He does not have a TP scroll, so if we have one more Shadow Strike, which I think the mana will actually be regenerated enough for, or unless the Warden is going to blink, take down that Death Knight. Is he going to deny himself? Oh, nope. Nope. Death Knight's gonna get taken down at level 2. That was a nice pick from Warden right there. Not sure. Blink was rather risky move, because I mean, what happens if Death Knight just suddenly went 180 turn because of a predictable blink? I think CZE should have actually. Oh really? Come on, CZE. Is that game already? Okay, I was just gonna say my point right now. I think a Shadow Strike, waiting for a Shadow Strike would have been actually more guaranteed than just blinking, but either way, CZE knows he can't actually catch back up, so he's gonna give the GG. Man, this ZOTAC is rather rushing, isn't it? Man. I'm just gonna wait for the score screen because some people actually look at that. And definitely the Warden played very nicely. Surprisingly, CZE had no tick whatsoever, so it's kind of hard to see how Blizzard actually calculates that kind of statistic. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in Game 4 because this is such a short series. Bye bye.